from 20th Century album, and with live footage from the Entertainment Centre, the Last Stand concert. Good evening, folks. This is Nightmoves. Would you please welcome my special guests, Jim Barnes and Richard Clapton. I'm Lee Simon.
I'm Lee Simon, and it's great to see you.
No, I'm Lee Simon.
I'm sorry.
Oh, got the roles reversed ever since the Jonathan Coleman incident. You want to reverse roles all the time.
He's got a split personality.
Actually, Richard selected that particular song. You're very own programming on Nightmoves. Any particular reason for that one over the other?
Just a great song.
Yeah.
No, I mean I like
He's
most
just
of
a
the
smooth
Shizzle
talker.
stuff. Yeah.
Smooth talking.
I don't know. Have another drink.
Well, we sort of figured tonight, instead of speaking to the two of you individually, since you're such pals and go back such a long way, and you've actually collaborated on a song on Jim's album, which we'll talk about when we get the Jim's bit later on.
I get
Might as well throw the two of you together. That way, if he lies at all about anything that I ask him, you can sort of back him up or something like that. Let's talk about Solidarity, okay? An album that you must be overly... Well, let's talk about Body Swerve, which is a great title and a great album, and has gone to #1 in Adelaide already. The old hometown rises to the fore,
yeah,
which you must be.
Every time they do, it's great.
Yeah, it's sick. The two of you are doing so well right now. Mushroom Records must be.
I know, actually. Isn't that great? It's sick that we're doing so well.
Skip, I think the money Gadinsky's making. We're trying to get a decent-sized monitor in the place.
Yeah, good one. Chip in. Body Swerve.
Yeah.
Well, I'm really pleased the way it's gone. It's great. And the title, actually, I stole. It's a soccer term. That's fine. I think I'm tying in with soccer something. I'm trying to sponsor a team because there's 11 songs on the thing. That's a soccer team. Body Swerve is a soccer term for fanning one way and going the other, and it's something I developed after gigs when the 5,000 people turned up in the back room expecting to go to a party. You'd send them to one club and then go to another. You know?
Right.
So it's a body swerve that I've been doing for years. So I thought, why not just name the first album that?
Were you really nervous about putting it together?
Yeah, I was terrified at first, but after I got the band and I've done a few gigs and I realised it was going to be okay, then I powered through it. You know, there's no worries. I went straight to into recording and I dawdled. It was easy, mate.
Yeah. What sort of things made you decide on the people you've got? I mean, now that the band is together, it all seems to make a lot of sense. But is that the band that you had in mind months ago?
Basically, I wanted to put together a band that was really hard, and I thought the way to do that is, first of all, get yourself a rhythm section that's got a rock, you know. So I got Bruce, and I actually got JF, who was a guy from Fraternity as well, to play drums at first, because Ray was doing other things and JF was keen to do it and all that, but that didn't work. So I got Ray in, and that was it. That was great. The rhythm section was perfect, and we had Mal wanted to do it immediately, and I rang Chris, and he wanted to do it immediately. And what I thought was it'd be easy to get a couple of heavy metal guitar players, but I thought I'd get, you know, tastier players and unusual players, because like Chris is probably more influenced by Lonnie Mack than anybody else. Right.
Well, Chris to me was the only one in the band that was a little bit of a surprise. I mean, after I heard it, everyone would have been, oh yeah, that makes a lot of sense, but certainly would have been somebody in the forefront of most people's minds.
When he first started playing with us, he sort of hadn't really been used to playing that sort of loud music. He said he was worried about his mates, you know, seeing him playing a Marshall, you know. You know, like what happened to the boogie, you know? But he actually was very open to it, and he sort of tried his hardest, and I got him a couple of Marshalls and he was into it. And now there's no stopping him, it's too loud. Right. It's great, you know.
Great. What about the song that the two of you wrote together? How did that, I mean, have you always sort of planned to one day get together and write something? Or?
No, definitely not. It was
out of the blue.
Yeah, Mark had just been in the studio with Richard doing Solidarity, and I was in there after him doing Body Swerve, and I had this song that I put together just with all bits and pieces. I grabbed a piece off Malcolm here and a bit off the boys there, and I had a verse or a feel, not a melody or anything. And we put it down. It sounded huge. You know, it was a really big sound. A cactus. It was a really big sound. And
hit the cactus.
Yeah, I think it's growing. And you know, we thought it was too good to waste, and I couldn't come up with a good vocal line or you know, theme for it. And Mark Opitz actually suggested, why not get Richard to, you know?
I think I went further back because I saw Malcolm a few months ago and showed him that lyric. Yeah. I think Malcolm must have spoken to Mark. Yeah. It's a very complicated story.
It's incestuous.
Yeah, very incestuous.
I rest in my case.
Yeah.
Have you got any tips perhaps for Jim now that he's a solo performer, for want of a bit? I mean...
Don't go out in the street after dark.
Yeah, don't go out in the street.
Get him in the fort.
And only buy from people you know. And, oh, Jesus. No, not that I can think of.
Not really.
No, but it was great having someone else to write the lyrics. I have to do it again, I think. because I'm incredibly worried about my lyrics as such, you know, because I don't pay a great deal of attention to them, and I never have. But it was really handy having another lyricist to write for the album.
I'll be
Made mine look good,
Bernie
you know,
Taupin, and you manage the soccer team.
Yeah, no
That's
worries.
great,
I
man.
have to shave my head to have it sewn back on.
Put some milk bottles in front of your eyes or something like that. The tour, the Barnstorming tour, you sort of, in a way, started off in Brisbane, I guess, or Queensland.
No, this isn't the Barnstorming one yet. This is the Dance All Night and Sleep All Day.
Sleep All Day, so Barnstorming's at the end of the year.
Barnstorming is going to be the Barnstorming when we do all the barns, like festival halls and whatnot. We're going to be doing that with Joe Ely, who we actually played, Cold Chisel played with in Austin, Texas when we were there, and thought he was fantastic, and we've been trying to bring him out ever since. So he's coming out, and we'll probably put on another Australian act and just play all the barns, I think.
You still do some of the songs that you wrote while you were with the Chisels, don't you, Phil,
Yeah,
on
that's
stage?
right, yeah.
How do you feel now when people are starting to react to Body Swerve, apart from the single now the album's been out?
Relieved,
Yeah.
because like we've been touring, and we've been doing like, I think there's about 7 Cold Chisel songs that I wrote that we've been doing in the set, and the rest have either been, there's a few covers that are really good that people know, like Resurrection, Shuffle and whatnot. And there's been a whole bunch of these new songs, and people have sort of been standing there going, oh yeah, what's this, you know? But they've been sort of fairly receptive.
Yeah.
But it's been really difficult. But the last few weeks since the album's been out, it's been doddle, literally a piece.
Okay. If we can just quickly talk about the guys from the Chisels as well. We all know that Steve's with LRB at the moment, and we're all curious to see what's going to come of that. A few strange rumours going around about the band at the moment too, which we won't get into here because we're not rumour mongers on the show.
I don't believe that Steve would wear women's clothes.
What's Don doing at the moment?
Don is actually, last I seen him, he was at home. He's got himself a 16-track studio, and he was writing some engineering some songs for Paul Kelly. So, you know, I'm sure Don will be in writing somewhere soon again.
And Mossy?
Mossy was at one of the gigs at the Chevron in Sydney, and he said that he was basically trying to write some material, and then he hoped to put a band together. I'd say he probably put a 3-piece or something together with a bit of an unusual rhythm section he was talking about.
What's Phil doing?
Phil, last I seen, he came to the gig as well at the Chevron, and he said he was been writing at home and just generally taking it easy. He hadn't really thought about where he was going to play, or you know, hadn't seen a band that, you know, he was going to play with or whatever. But I'd expect them all to get up and running soon, particularly Mossy, because, you know, I know he's such a ham. Aren't we all?
Okay. Look, I'm getting the wind up. Good luck to both of you on your tour around the country. There's some excellent music heading your way no matter where you are in the country right now, and continued success with both your albums. Credit to both.